Is she allowed to see him alone? She's technically single. Hi YouTube friends, it's Trish here and welcome to my little corner of the internet. I'm finally moving on. I had such a trek with doing the episodes, 5, 6 reaction commentary video. Oh my god. That was so frustratingly annoying to literally be in final edits and just lose it all. I'm tech-tarded, so editing already takes me quite a minute to actually get through and do, and I mean, it's getting a little easier the longer I do it. That was such a struggle. And so through last week, I was re-editing because luckily I still had the source files. So I was re-editing everything, and then I was going to upload on Friday. So I was aiming to upload Monday, lost everything. And then I was going to upload on Friday because I knew it was going to take me some time with work and all of that. And then I go to upload it and I get a copyright thing. So it took me 4 tries. And finally I got it up yesterday. And I was like, okay, now I need to get back to it because it's getting harder and harder to avoid spoilers. So like I've already seen one character that's new that's coming up, and I feel like I've also seen something else. But whenever something slightly Bridgerton related comes up, I try to just scroll past it, and yeah. Anyway, okay, rambling a little bit. I'm finally here. I'm so excited to watch episode 7. I think what I'm gonna do is break this up because doing 2 episodes, especially for someone who likes to ramble, becomes an editing nightmare. And so to make it easier on me, and I hope you guys will be okay with this, I'm just gonna do episode 7 today. But I am so super excited because last we left off, and now that I've been editing it twice, I've seen it multiple times, but yeah, Colin caught Penelope red-handed, like literally turning in a Lady Whistledown post. So I'm so intrigued to see what happens next. I mean, and he's gonna be so upset, not just at her, but also at Eloise, and it's just all around a struggle bus. But on the other hand, like Eloise and Penelope seem to be close again, so that's nice, you know. I'm sure they still have some healing to do, but it was nice that Penelope got her chance to really talk to Eloise about how much the column means to her, it not just being about gossip, that it's so much more than that. It brings her a sense of power. If anything, it just brings her a sense of agency, which is power, in a time period where they're just not allowed to have that. So it means so much more to her, and that's why it's gut-wrenching. And I didn't really catch on to this so much maybe while I was watching, but it's not just that anyone is trying to take credit, it's Cressida Cowper who's trying to take credit, who has been nasty to her since the very beginning. So yeah, that's another level of absolutely not, you know. So I completely get it. Lady Danbury still trying to drive a wedge between Marcus and Lady Violet. I have a feeling that's not going to stick very well, but it was hard to hear her finally express and address what she's been angry with him for so long about. And I don't blame her for holding a grudge. I don't know if he fully understands, you know, what really that meant to her, that she was on the brink of freedom. Really, like everything Lady Danbury has been through in her marriage, and also remembering that from the age of 3, she was raised to be her not ex because he died, her late husband's wife. And so she never had a sense of her own life. And so, especially hearing that, to understand that she was on the brink of having her freedom, and because of her brother that was taken away from her. I mean, my goodness. And what a freaking show. I mean, Queen Charlotte actually really was a good show. I should go back and rewatch it, especially because the main characters, just as with any of these Bridgerton shows, the chemistry is there. All right, so then I am going to press play now. Yes. By the way, I have guava juice. It's getting hot out there.
Is it not you who has been Lady Whistledown all along?
Oh, no.
All of the lies you have told me.
Cutler, please.
I knew something was wrong.
Oh, God.
I will never forgive you.
So is the wedding off? I mean, I doubt that would be the case, right? Oh, this is back. Oh my God. But still, I doubt that would be the case, right? Because I don't know. It's just, I'm like out of words.
If you thought that revealing my true identity would stifle me, guess again.
It's so weird to hear this as Cressida's voice.
With its shining reputation, this author must question what really goes on behind closed doors. Lady Violet Bridgerton praises love matches above all else. But does love excuse why several of her children have had rather rushed engagements? Perhaps the family confuses love with lust. And then there is the fact that there are so very many Bridgerton children. Has one ever wondered why so many? Perhaps because a few of them may be of dubious parentage.
Also, that is rude.
Another Whistledown. Oh, thank goodness.
Dearest, gentle reader,
They know.
I always tell the truth, and I cannot tolerate a lie.
Oh no!
Or the fact that Mrs. Newham unceremoniously dismissed her maid yesterday for the simple act of asking for a day off.
How does Penelope hear these?
Until then, you are not to leave this room.
I can't help but laugh. I feel bad because Cressida was sort of jumping the gun without really thinking this through. And I guess she just figured, well, if Whistledown isn't going to come forward, then I will. But now what's going to happen to her and Colin? I can't imagine how they get through this. But I don't see him ending their engagement because he's a gentleman, you know, and all of that. So they're gonna get married and have the silent treatment or something. I mean, Simon had once said that him and Daphne would just live separate lives. Like, is that what's gonna happen? Is that what Colin is thinking will happen until they make up?
So now everyone can be focused on our upcoming nuptials.
Good luck.
Whenever I try to grasp her hand these days, she does not swat it away with near the same gusto.
She really wants her mother's attention.
I will be reading this over there.
I never thought I would say this, but
By the
I'm so
way,
glad
your
to see
brother
you
caught me.
printing again.
Eloise, he knows.
How is his condition?
He's furious. We're to be married this week if he will still have me.
Wow, it's that close. They can't make up in a week?
You are the truest friend I have ever known, Elle. It's torture not being by your side this season. Either of you.
I wish you luck.
I mean, it is true. Eloise can't really help for her, but she could help for her. Like, for Eloise. She could have a conversation with Colin about how she feels about
Gall
all
of
of
that
this.
cowper chit.
Yeah, for real.
You know, something you and your brother have in common is a very kind urge to constantly help others. But I hope you know that my care for you is not contingent on your aid. I am here for you, Agatha. Always.
Thank you, Violet. That means a great deal to me.
I love these two together. They really are such a team.
How long have you known?
And you should have told me you were in love with my best friend before you tripped into the drawing room engaged.
Tripped.
I have been trying to make her tell you. And then I thought, why break your heart as well?
Have you already forgiven her?
I want to.
I think you should consider yourself uncommonly lucky. You have never been in love.
But she does love Penelope. I mean, it's not the same kind of love, but it's still a love, and it's tough for her too. I mean, she said she wants to forgive.
Are you going to call off the wedding?
I am a man of honor. And we were intimate.
Hey, it's me. So I completely forgot that these two had sex. I don't know how I forgot that. That's kind of a big thing that happened, but I did. And so, yeah, they were intimate. Of course he should marry her in this day and time. So, yeah, just wanted to pop in and say that I'm an idiot. Okay. Continuing on.
Perhaps that was another part of your planned entrapment.
Oh, no. I didn't think that he would think like that.
Are you going to stop publishing? Let us get through this wedding, and then we will decide what this marriage will be.
Oh my
An
god,
engaged
these two
couple
really
should
have.
want to spend time together before their wedding, should they not?
I assure you, Lady Bridgerton, I do not know the reason.
I do not either.
Oh, okay. They can finally connect. Especially because they know that they both love each other, so it's like, what happened?
She left a note.
Thank you.
Lady Tilly Arnold?
Please, let me explain. Tilly. He thought perhaps the two of you shared a moment.
I have known men like Mr. Suarez, but I myself have never felt tempted before.
Are you tempted by every woman you meet?
I'm not.
And yet we are all bred to believe that the only persons worth conversing with are the 1,000 or so who inhabit a few square miles around Grosvenor Square, play by all the rules. And rarely do we question the meaning of any of it for a moment. There is so much in society that is unnatural. But
I'm
a
liking
feeling
her more
between
now.
two people, whatever their sex, is the most natural thing in the world.
Yes. It would be a lot to consider. Kind of like I was saying the last time, for it to suddenly come on at a later
Lord
age.
Anderson has come to call.
Oh. Is she allowed to see him alone? She's technically single.
It is good to see you.
You as well, Lord Anderson. It has been some time.
Too much time.
Some tea?
Would you like some cake, tea?
She has a similar fascination as Daphne had.
Do you think perhaps the two of us could explore something together?
I am not uninterested in exploration. But I will not know if I'm ready for that until after the affairs are in order.
That's fair.
Especially because I am not the only one whose affairs need ordering.
Oh. Good for her. That was, I think, so well said.
I did tell you to avoid that Bridgerton girl. Had you listened, I doubt any of this would have occurred.
Could we not have picked another family?
The Bridgertons so often feature in Whistledown that it would have been strange not to mention them.
But so harshly?
Didn't hurt. Bringing them down a peg.
Oh, someone's been annoyed.
Why is that your concern now?
Because now she's alone. Completely alone.
She is the one person who's ever shown me true friendship.
And where is she to comfort you now?
What, are you an idiot? Would she come to her now?
It is every person for themselves, especially amongst women.
I hate that so many of us are raised to think this way. It's some of my strongest relationships are friendships with women. Like, oh my God,
But in my defense, your mother does not like me. And our mother adores you. But our mother also has an obsession with great love stories. Declare yourself. Throw rocks at Francesca's window
Please
tonight.
don't do that. I'm glad Benedict says that she does adore him.
I shall need some time to think about it.
Because I do think that she likes him.
Is everything well?
Is everything well with you?
Both of you should talk for sure. Maybe the night before a wedding, not the time, but I think in Colin's case, he could really use some brotherly support. Just familial support.
You're a girl who did not know her own power.
But does that justify it?
No.
But it explains it.
All one can do is be true to one's choices and look forward.
I'm glad she's here.
But I tried giving it up before we found out, and I felt like I was losing a part of myself.
There's no such thing as true love without first embracing your true self.
Yes. So true. No, that is absolute truth. How can you expect someone to love you if you don't know yourself? Because what are they loving then? Man, this episode is dropping some, like, really good truth bombs. And I'm glad that it's coming from these ladies. How did he know she was here? Or was he just walking home? Oh, okay, he was just walking home.
And what secret dealings have I found you in the midst of?
What right do you have to ask me that? After all the secrets you have kept over the years, all of the damage you have done.
That I simply wanted the Colin I know back, not this stoic man you returned as. It's you, kind and feeling, occasionally excitable, good-hearted man who I love. But now, with the confidence you've helped me find this year, I'm finally able to.
So then you do not need Whistledown anymore.
I do not need to hide behind Whistledown anymore, but I am not saying there is not any value in it.
I let you talk so much about my journal as if I were to be this great writer, when all this time, you have been a published writer, renowned across Mayfair.
Colin, I meant everything I said about your writing.
You're putting yourself in danger, living this double life.
I have been careful.
You have been foolish.
Colin, I can take care of myself.
Then what good am I to you?
Colin, I love you. I love you.
I don't know if they really resolved their issue, but okay. Oh my god, guys.
Stay still.
I mean, technically, you guys are getting married in the morning, so it's really that bad if you get caught.
I shall see you tomorrow.
She still hasn't really explained what Whistledown means to her. Because I'm sure all he sees it as is gossip writing. Because essentially, that's kind of what it looks like. Did she come here?
Oh, there you are.
Oh. I thought it was Lady Tilly. Where have you guys been?
Your mother called us in early. Thought you might want some marital advice.
Oh.
What is going on with you and Penelope?
Kate's like, calm down.
Perfect marriage.
Oh, you think our marriage is perfect?
Was it not?
But it took us time to get here. You and Penelope have been close for years.
I'm no longer sure I truly know her.
Surely. There is a reason Penelope has been so dear to you for so long. Does whatever new information you have learned truly negate all that? Then you cannot let one mistake define your entire relationship. Marriage takes hard work, but it is work that is worth it.
Our marriage is not hard work.
You are wearisome tonight.
I drank a whole bottle before my wedding, the second wedding, and it was deeply celebratory.
3 raw eggs in the morning.
That was sweet.
It is not your footman's fault. I slipped in. The night you escaped,
Oh no, I gotta hear this.
I had no concept of what you were running from. I was 10 years old. All I knew of the world outside our home was that it was dangerous for a young lady.
He was 10.
I've heard you make comments disparaging the girl you once were. But you were resolute even then. The simple act of dreaming to run away, you had something in you all along, a kind of courage I never dreamed of having. I have wished so many times that I had stood up to him. You are not the only one who was made to feel that they had been found wanting.
Why did you never tell me any of that?
Because I was not only in awe of you, I was afraid of you.
Yeah.
Perhaps I have subconsciously taken notes from our father.
You are nothing like him. Except the cane. Though yours is far more stylish.
Do not come for my cane. I have been hard on you. At last my life is full of joy. And I've been afraid you would take it away from me.
Any joy I am after, I deeply hope you are a large part of.
I do need to speak to the footmen. They need to mind the visitors.
I kind of feel bad for all these sisters. Like, why aren't you guys a little closer? The three of you. I am so close to my sibling. I just can't imagine that there are sibling dynamics that aren't close. But I understand that things happen.
What did you discover?
He told me, well, he does not know who Whistledown is.
She's trying to find. What's she finding out? What happened? What did she just find out? She has realized something, and I can't imagine it having anything to do with Penelope, other than the one comment earlier in this season. She's never...
That is Lady Barrigan, whose luncheon, do not forget, we failed to attend.
And now she'll want us to attend her next one even more.
They're very popular. Such a full wedding. There's a lot of guests. I think this is the first Bridgerton wedding that's having all of these guests.
I love weddings.
And we didn't see theirs.
Ours was perfect.
Yeah, I would have liked to see. They should make a bonus episode just of Anthony and Kate's wedding. 4-episode limited series. I would watch it. Just putting that out there. Oh my goodness, I was gushing so much about wanting to see Kate and Anthony's wedding that I didn't really register the song that's playing right now. It's Yellow by Coldplay, which is like a perfect freaking choice because Penelope was always forced to wear these yellow dresses in the beginning. She hated it so much. So I guess I don't know if it's so much perfect, but still, I mean, that small added detail, wow. And I mean, it's a beautiful song. I love the song so much. But yeah, I just, I can't believe I missed that. Okay, yeah. Let's continue on. Come on, you guys know you love each other. So be happy today. Yay. She looked towards the Bridgertons and didn't look to her own sisters. Oh. I understand she's always felt closer to them.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here in the sight of God and this congregation to join together this man and this woman in holy matrimony.
I, Colin Bridgerton, take thee, Penelope Featherington, to be my wedded wife.
I, Penelope Featherington, take thee, Colin Bridgerton, to be my wedded husband.
With this ring, I thee wed.
With my body, I thee worship.
And by the joining of hands, I now pronounce that they be man and wife together. Ghost.
So when did the whole "you may kiss the bride"? Oh, okay, never mind. It's happening. I thought they weren't going to. Oh, her dress is so beautiful. That back detail. I was half scared the queen was about to burst in the middle of that and be like, "You're Lady Whistledown, aren't you?" It could still happen, just at the reception.
Oh.
She's trying so
Would you like
hard.
to see how you really feel now?
That is how I really feel.
Thank you.
Are you feeling in better spirits? I am. Making peace is a relief. Perhaps you should try it. That is my intention.
Why is she nervous eating?
I saw you crying at the ceremony.
Simply tears at losing another friend to marriage. Maybe it was dust.
Which brother or sister do you like the best?
Gregory, clearly.
Fair enough. But I know there is room enough in your heart for the rest of us. Love is not finite, Eloise. The friendship you have with Penelope is a lucky thing.
A lot of dust in here, too.
Your heart just grows to accommodate everyone that you love. But hers is so complicated right now. You tried. You did good. Oh my god, she's gonna run away? Wow, she must really hate whales.
I need your help.
What did I say about befriending your ladies' mates?
We shall certainly try to be there.
Yes, of course.
Wow, they're really popular.
She writes that her new husband is not only a reader, but has cultivated in her a love for the outdoors. Shocking, I know. I'm so envious. I cannot imagine how charming our town in India is. It has been so long since I have written there.
I should like to see it. In fact, I should like to see it soon. Before our child comes.
Now.
Are you kidding me? She's pregnant.
The journey takes months.
Yeah, and if we go now, we will have time to prepare for the birth there. I know how much you love our life here. But I cannot help but feel that something is missing.
What about your mother? She would be missing the birth of her grandchild.
Will always be a Bridgerton. But I should like them to know that they are a Sharma as well. And it is important for me to know it so that we can share that history with our child together.
Please do not make me love you more. I do not think I can bear it.
I think I'm crying so hard not to just start bursting into tears. That was so beautiful.
Penelope, you enjoying yourself?
Weddings are never for the bride and groom, even when things are well between the couple.
Thank you for allowing me to work it out for myself.
Well, this wedding couldn't plan itself. I've not had time to meddle. Whatever it is, I know you will resolve it. The important part is that you're married now.
Sure.
Could we get away from here? I have spent so long clinging to walls like this. I do not wish to do that any longer.
I do not think I have it in me to greet any more guests.
And perhaps we could dance.
It is a wedding breakfast.
I realize that. But I should like to dance with my husband in the light of day.
Yeah, isn't there quintet in the corner? Let's have a first dance. Oh god, they did a Pride and Prejudice. Such a powerful moment. Aww.
Would you like to dance?
Lord Gilmartin, I do not mean it.
Why not?
I did not think you're a dancer.
Or perhaps not. But perhaps we should both be more bold in declaring ourselves.
I feel like the ton has to know they're always near each other.
Lord Anderson, I am glad you have joined us. And with your sister.
All our affairs in order. And you?
I do believe my affairs are very nearly coming together as well.
So quickly, in one episode.
He oversteps.
Oh, I think they move quite beautifully.
No, not them.
Our family is happy and together. Do not take that for granted.
Calm down, Anthony. It's okay.
Her Majesty the Queen.
It's happening. Who's she gonna say?
Lady Featherington.
Oh god.
Everyone who is not a Bridgerton may go.
Does she really think it is Eloise?
Penelope. You are a Bridgerton now.
Duh.
And I shall not leave until they come forward and reveal themselves.
I guess because the paper is always favorable to the Bridgertons. Is that what she's thinking?
It is I.
You?
Yes. I am engaged to Lord Kilmartin.
What a sweetie.
Perhaps so much so that I have not been bold enough in declaring myself, but I love Lord Kilmartin.
That's not what she's talking about, dear.
And I plan to marry him. Your Majesty's blessing, of course.
And now, only when the Cowper girl publishes lies about this very family, suddenly Whistledown rushes to print.
I assure you, if such a thing were happening in my home, I would know of it. And I would have put a stop to it a long time ago.
Lady Danbury's still standing there. She's practically a Bridgerton. She's godmother to one.
I did not know if it would help or hurt your family if I were to speak.
I'm glad you stayed silent. But surely this is a signal of the right path forward.
He really doesn't want her to continue. Why doesn't he want
Find
to?
you, eventually.
Oh, I guess he's worried about.
Do you know what it is like? To have nowhere in the world you can truly be yourself. You cannot possibly know because you are not a woman. You have the choice to be any kind of person you wish to be, while the only choice women have is to conceal the parts of ourselves the world will not accept. I am Whistledown. I will not change that.
I cannot accept that.
It will be all right. It will.
Oh. He just showed up.
I've been thinking about your offer.
And?
Well,
He is an artist. Not saying that all artists are like this, but just like the stereotype that as artists, you're just more open to, as like Lady Tilly was saying earlier, I mean, there's no there should be no rules when it comes to love and like affection and drawing towards someone and attraction, like any of that. No boundaries. It's just
I'm here for my payment. For the whistle down that was printed here last week?
You're not her, though, are you? I've always wanted to meet her. My boss at the last place that I worked used to print for her. Said that she was a redhead, though.
Oh. What else did he tell you?
oh my god. Shit. Cressa's going to go to the queen and ask for a reward because now she's going to figure out who Lady Whistledown is. Oh, great. Wonderful. That's just fabulous. I mean, no. Oh no. I need a moment. I feel like I'm so exhausted. Oh my god. This episode was weirdly emotionally draining, as well as not like emotionally draining. Trust me, the last two episodes were emotionally draining for me. This one I guess wasn't so emotional, but it was just like the stress of it and the anxiety that you feel because you're just like, oh my god, you two love each other, just communicate and talk. That's always the thing, right? In all of these shows, you're just like, please, just for the love of God, have an open conversation from both ends on how you're feeling about this, what your fears are, and like then make a decision together on how you're going to move forward. That's what needs to happen. Why am I still wearing this? Ow. Oh, my ear. Good grief. I think I'm just tired. I'm tired of all of this bullshit. No, what do I want to talk about first? Because a lot happened in this episode. And very quickly. So it's all just tumbling around in my head, sort of like a clothes dryer that's just on, and things are knocking around and just flipping upside down. I mean, it's like the Mondages are being hounded by all of the ton who want them at their events, and I don't understand. Like, I'm happy for them, but also I don't understand what's driving this, other than I guess they're new into society, and so I don't know. So I don't know about that. I'm happy that Lady Danbury and Marcus have resolved their issues, but it does feel somewhat rushed, I guess. Like, literally in one episode you have Violet telling him that you have issues that you need to resolve. I mean, I do too, but basically, like, we have big items on our agenda before us. So at the beginning of the episode she's laying that out, and then him and Lady Danbury have one conversation and then it's resolved. But it's also strange because I mean, it just goes to show you how, like, you really just need to have an open conversation about everything that you're thinking about so you can understand each other. I mean, it was crazy to hear that he was 10 years old. I mean, 10 years old in that time maybe feels a little different, but still, he was a 10-year-old boy. And I'm trying to also, you know, make allowance that Lady Danbury lived a really shitty life and from the age of 3 was raised to enter into that marriage that was just horrible. So I can understand holding a grudge and being upset because she almost had a taste of freedom over there, But also, he was 10 years old. I mean, I almost wish they didn't say 10. I almost wish that he said he was 16. You know, at least then it's like, there, I don't know. I feel like there would have been a little bit more leeway to understanding Lady Danbury's continued ire towards Marcus. I understand, like, in your youth being super angry and all of this kind of stuff. I mean, it's almost like, I don't know if you guys watched Once Upon a Time. I love that show. It's a comfort show I watch time and time again. And over there, the evil queen holds a grudge against Snow White for telling a secret about who she loved and how she was going to run away with him. And that, and like, it then makes her mother kill him and stuff like that. So she holds this grudge against Snow White, who was 10 years old.
You said no magic. You said you could keep a secret. I was 10!
When she said it. And so it's a weird, like, yes, you lost your love quite harshly, but you would be more angry at your mother for doing that, not this kid who just, and she doesn't know that Snow White was talking to her mother and was, you know, kind of lulled into giving up that secret because she thought she was bringing a mother and daughter together. So, you know, it's complicated. That's the thing. Everything is always so complicated and there's so many layers, and it's something that needs to be discussed. If anything, I think this episode shows us that. So anyway, I'm happy they've resolved the issue. I can't believe it took just one small conversation. And I'm trying to understand what Colin, like, what his issue is with her continuing to be Whistledown. And I'm assuming it is fear for her safety and his family's safety, because the queen is pissed. It wasn't said in so many words, but I'm kind of gathering that that must be the reason why. I couldn't tell in the beginning of the episode what's your deal. Like, I get that you're upset that she's been writing all of this stuff about you and the people closest to you, and that's why you're mad, but it seems like there's more to it because you don't want her to continue. So almost like you could forgive her for those things. You just don't want her to continue being Lady Whistledown. And so it's like, why? And I'm assuming that's what it is. And at least she was able to explain somewhat what Whistledown means to her, but I still don't think he grasps it fully. Anthony seriously nearly made me cry. I mean, so I don't know who I'm going to end up with. I don't know if that person's going to be Indian or not, but I was raised, you know, even though here in the States, still in an Indian household. And so there are some customs and traditions that I still hold very close, even though I wasn't born and raised in India. It's still, like, instilled in me, you know? And I would only hope that whoever I ends up with also embraces it with so much love and, like, an eagerness to be a part of it. Because, yeah, any child I would have would be part me, you know? So that was really beautiful. I do feel bad for Violet that she's not going to be there for the birth because, you know, I understand that's like she is his mother, you know, and family is a huge thing in a lot of cultures, but I feel, especially for Asian cultures where we're very, like, there's unity in the family, and how to explain that? It's very much in our culture to, like, I live with my mom right now, and yeah, it's very much part of the culture that the family kind of sticks and stays together, And only I feel in like recent years is it progressing a little bit where, yeah, some of the kids may be like going away for college and then moving and going away for work and stuff like that. But traditionally, it's everyone lives together. Um, and so there are just very strong ties, especially to like our elders, and a mad amount of respect for them. And so, yeah, I mean, her concern of your mother would miss the birthing of our child and her grandchild, but I think it's very sweet of Anthony to still kind of insist on doing this. Although, oh my God, traveling to India in that time, being pregnant, whew. But she's a trooper. Kate will be able to handle it. So that's exciting. I'm happy for them. I wonder if we'll get to see any part of it, but probably not. I do still stand by. I would love a mini limited series of just Kate and Anthony and like leading up to their wedding and the wedding, and yeah, very much so. That would be so cute. Let's see. I'm glad that Penelope had a talk with Genevieve, Madame Delacroix. That was really nice that she popped in. She really just pops in for these nightly girl chats, but okay. I'm glad that they had that moment, and it was really nice to hear from her and from Lady Tilly earlier in the episode, just these really nice words of wisdom, how love should be free, and how like you can't really expect someone to really love you if you don't know yourself. And I think that's a very important thing. I mean, it's definitely held true for me. I went through my early, mid, late 20s, like going on dates and stuff like that, but always just feeling terrified on the inside. And it isn't until recent years where I'm really developing my sense of self that I feel more confident in walking towards or through the dating world. And knowing now that, yeah, when someone is meeting me, they're really kind of meeting me because I'm building who I am. It's just very important to know yourself. So that was very beautiful. I'm excited to see the continuation, but I'm scared. I'm excited like for Violet and Marcus. I'm excited for Kate and Anthony. I feel bad for the Montrishes. They're so tired. And I don't understand what's happening there. I'm a little surprised that all it took was Lord Kilmartin and Francesca just to share a dance to win Violet over, I guess. But I guess that was a step out of their comfort zone, so it was a bold move. She was so cute when the queen was over there, and she's just like, it was me. I was hiding something. I'm in love with Lord Kilmartin, and I'm gonna marry him with your blessing, of course. The queen's like, yeah, girl, we know. Like, go. This is not what I was talking about. But that was such a big thing for her to stand up to the queen and tell her that. And it was so sweet. She's so adorable. I half expected Lady Danbury to step forward, but yeah, that would be weird, I guess, since she's been chatting with the queen all these years, trying to figure out who it could be. Maybe not as determined as the queen is to figure out who Whistledown is, but still, like, she's been a confidant through that, so yeah, I guess she couldn't be like, yeah, it's me, okay? I wonder if Lady Danbury thinks it's Eloise, like if it is a Bridgerton. And poor Penelope telling Colin she didn't know if it would help or hurt. I know, I'd be a deer in the headlights in that moment. I mean, I see why the queen is thinking that it's a Bridgerton just because they are so favorably written, but it seemingly everyone loves the Bridgertons. Anyway, now Cressida's gonna find out. And I have a feeling she's gonna go to the Queen. I can't imagine that she goes to Penelope to confront her. Especially because she needs funds right now. So, yeah, I think she's gonna go to the Queen and be like, so that reward, give it to me if I tell you who Whistledown really is. But will the Queen believe her? Like, where's her proof? Okay, well, that was episode 7 of Bridgerton season 3. And not a bad episode. A lot of truth bombs, a lot of good conversations. So that was enjoyable. And there's one more episode left. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Anyway, I'm exhausted. So I think I'm gonna go. But thank you for watching with me. And yeah, that's about it. Toodles.